The internet is just full of like unserious people, right? Doing unserious things. And me personally, I leave unserious people alone. I don't, I leave them alone for the most part. I have no like reason to call them out. I have no reason to address them. They just goofy. I just move around. I don't really goofy. I'm not a goofy. I may laugh, but ain't nothing funny. I'm one of them type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted because I'll be smiling and I'll be, kikiing from time to time. But I'm like, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm a very serious human being. I'm a very serious human being. Doesn't mean I'm serious all the time. Obviously, I can joke and I can take a joke, but um, when I'm having discussions about things that I'm passionate about and that I care about, I'm very much very serious. And these dudes, though, these types of men are very not serious. They're really goofy, really silly people. But that doesn't mean that they're not dangerous. That doesn't mean that they're not perpetuating harmful ideologies and they're not espousing very disgusting rhetoric that can cause a harm that can cause harm to certain demographics and certain communities, right? So that's when their shit gets on my radar. You know what I'm saying? Like if you goofy and you just say like if you online and you talking about fucking Kobe and Shaq and Tim Duncan and fucking Shador Sanders and shit, like I don't give a fuck. Like that's fine. I'll watch your video, you say some funny, some goofy shit. I'm scrolling right past it. You talking about pop culture, I'm scrolling right past it. As soon as you start talking about things that harm that harm people in my community, then I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna speak on it. Always have, always will. So I came across the dude video. I think somebody might have sent it to me or it was on my timeline. I don't really remember. Shout out to the person that sent it to me if you did. But this is the video that I saw, right? This is my first encounter.
Avoid these type of girls, okay? These are the red flags. She wears Jordans. She has long nails. She has fake hair or weave. Or if she's really loud, outgoing, or she talks way too much. Way too much. Like in the early stages. If you like, she talks a lot after you get to know her, that's fine. But first date, she's talking a lot, all red flag.
So it's safe to say that he's using dog whistles, right? I would say. If you watch his content, and we will watch more of his content, unfortunately, trigger warning. You will see there's a clear pattern that he's establishing about the people he's talking about, right? Um, so obviously he's talking about black women, and he's trying to paint this picture of black women being loud and, and all that stuff. And I already know I can hear it. Him, oh, so you said it, not me. I'm saying it could be him. Yeah, we know. I'm not dumb. We're not dumb. It is what it is, right? Now, I didn't take the bait initially. I just watched the video and I commented. I left one little comment. Is all I said. So this very funny woman named Kay, who I don't know, but shout out to Kay. She called him a dweeb. Period. And I just thought it was funny because it really, hey, that's not a word we hear commonly anymore to describe men, especially black men. But it was perfect. He is a dweeb. He's a dweeb. And so I responded and I said, dweeb perfectly describes it. That was all I said. Right? Let it alone, whatever. Was gonna move around or whatever, right? But lo and behold, this man responded.
So this guy made a comment about me, and I understand, I look better than you and I have more money than you, and I'm not married. Thank God for that. And I get why you're so frustrated is because you're sexually frustrated because you have to be a good boy to get sex from your wife who isn't a virgin, your wife who's been ran through. I'm positive. And depending on what demographic your wife is, I mean, some is ran through more than others. If you get my drift. So look, man, I get it. But if you stop being jealous of me, I'll help you 100%. All my stuff is free. I help out a lot of people. There's a lot of people in my Discord. There's a lot of people on my Patreon, and they choose to give me money because my information, my knowledge is that useful. I mean, you probably won't because your ego is going to keep you down. That's why you are where you are. That's why you're jealous of me. And I promise you, you're cheating on your wife. I promise you, you are, because that's what guys do. And I accept that. I don't blame you for cheating on your wife, but don't blame me or don't get jealous of me because I'm living the dream that you want to live. My suggestion is just divorce your wife. She's cooked. You're cooked, but you're too spineless to do so. I understand why. Better be a good boy so you can get some sex at the end of the day.
Now, if any of you guys are just as shocked at what he's saying about me as I am, I won't say I'm shocked, but it is like interesting how these people create like fan fiction about me. You would know, like I'm not gonna even say the obvious. I'm not about to sit here and argue with you and be like, I'm not like I, everything he's saying is a lie, right? It's just hilarious to me. And you don't even know my business, but it just goes to show me. I mean, it really just shows me personally how much these people be lying. I've tried to tell people this because I don't think many people get to experience this the way that um, some of us do, right? Like, so me being somewhat of a public figure, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's safe to say I'm somewhat of a public figure. I don't know when I would consider myself to be an actual public figure, but I'm somewhat of a public figure, right? As of now. And you will it will never cease to amaze me how effortlessly people just lie on you and make up stuff about you. Because you would never do that to somebody. Under any circumstance, I won't make up anything about y'all. Right? I can joke and I will and if I say something, you will know that I'm serious or I'm, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But I don't make up things about people that I don't like. I don't make stuff up. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest now. I don't know this man, right? I don't know this man from Adam. I've watched like 5 or 6 of his videos. I read a couple of his comments. Clearly, he's a grifter, first and foremost, right? So he's trying to be like Andrew Tate and all these dudes trying to sell this lifestyle while being in a public jacuzzi. It looks like, and that's why he's only showing like the corner of the jacuzzi while being with, I can only imagine, a very unattractive woman based on her kneecap. The kneecap looks weird. I'm not gonna hold you. It looks like, I don't want to talk about this woman, but she's with him, so you shouldn't be with this man. I mean, if you're gonna be with a man like him, no, I'm gonna talk about her because she actually she's actually helping this man or trying to help this man. So I don't know how much he paid her. I don't know, you know what I mean? Maybe she is getting abused. I have no idea. But nonetheless, I'm going to mention it. She, it is what it is, and I don't. He wants to, he's trying to sell some courses or some. I mean, he says he's doing it for free. Whatever, bro. He got like 1,000 followers on this. I don't know where he came from. He just spawned out of nowhere and now he's trying to get his face and stuff out there. And I'm not stupid. I know that he did all of this so I can respond to him because I have a bigger platform than him and all of that stuff. But luckily for me, when I do this to these dudes, their platforms don't get any bigger. Right. And I don't know if they know, they don't understand that ultimately what ends up happening is um, or the reason why that happens, that ultimately what ends up happening. But the reason why that happens is because the vast majority of the people who interact with my content would never follow a man like him. So there's no like cross pollination going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so if you were going to pick a fight with somebody, it would have to be with somebody who might actually get you more followers. That you got like some crossover appeal, and you guys start warring with each other. But like nobody, none of my base audience or supporters or whatever you want to say would ever follow you other than to laugh at you. They might follow you just to get your videos so they can fucking laugh at you and comment or whatever. But none of them would follow you to get help from you or give you anything or give you the attention you seek. So it doesn't work. And that's why I don't mind doing this. Because if I actually believe that I would grow his platform, I wouldn't do this. I'll be honest. Like I would just leave it alone. But I know for a fact his platform's not going to get any bigger from me frying him. Right. And usually what ends up happening is these dudes lose followers after I get done. Most of these men, after we have had our interactions, they end up blocking. Like they just especially on TikTok, like they end up blocking me. They just can't. They just can't do it. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like they lose too much in the process. So good luck to him. Good luck to him picking a fight with me. But be careful what you fish for, right? Like I've told you guys many times. But anyways, back to it. Now, aside from the personal attacks, I do want to get to his core message. And his core message, he's doing that typical thing where he's telling men that these women are untrustworthy and black women specifically are bad and evil and they're all whores and yada yada yada. And he's claiming that my wife, for an example, is ran through, but he's in a picture with a what looks like I said, just from my nothing to, even just this right here is unappealing. And that's saying a lot. Like, and I don't know if I'm tripping or not. I'm really not trying to like on some real shit. Like just her kneecap is unappealing. It looks like a her kneecap looks like a beluga whale. And I don't know, you know what I mean? Like there's not it's just unattractive. Like, and there's other things that I thought too. Like I don't want to get into it, but she looks like the woman that he's claiming my wife is. That's all I'm gonna say. Right? I'm just saying like the projection. I'm just calling out the projection that he is with a woman that actually looks like the woman that he's claiming that my wife is. And this is what I'm saying now. Watch.
So I was gonna cook you, but my girl wanted to cook you. So yeah, you can say what you want.
First of all, he has made a video on how Instagram is actually better than just getting a phone number. So if you want to educate yourself, you can go to that video and take a look. Second of all, I am eyewitness to the numerous amount of girls that he gets numbers from. I think I've seen at least 8 to 10 of them hitting him up at one time.
Yeah.
So what you consider lame, hun, is not the true definition of it. Maybe you need to get out of the apartment and actually take a look around for yourself.
Yeah, you need a comb too. So just constructive criticism, maybe invest in Head and Shoulders. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the things. Just so you guys know. So you're like, why is the public picking on this woman? That's why. That's why. Because he got this beluga whale kneecap woman with trashy tattoos. I don't know if y'all peeped the trash like tattoos on her body. He got this trailer park tattooed up beluga whale kneecap woman talking crazy to this black woman. And then he gonna say that she need a comb and all of it. Like, everything is there, right? It's a perfect storm of anti-blackness and misogyny. So I don't give a fuck at this point. The gloves are off for everybody. Anybody with this motherfucker could get it. I don't care at this point. But yeah, so that's why I think that it's funny that he's projecting so hard onto me. Like, oh, she's ran through. No. Not my wife. Not my wife. That's your girls. Don't speak for yourself. But I will also say this. I wouldn't care if my wife did sleep with a bunch of men before she met me. We would still be married. As long as she is the same person she's been since the day I met her, me and my wife would still be married. I wouldn't, what are you marrying she's not a virgin? She got 2 kids already. What the fuck? Like, what are you talking? She's not a virgin, you dummy. Like, how old do you think I am? A teenager? I'm 43 fucking years old, fam. I'm 43 years old, bro. And you know what else that I always find odd about these dudes? They always talk about my looks. They always talk about how they look better than me, or I every single one. Benny did that shit. John Cannon, weird ass, did that shit. This dude named Saul did that. All you weird dudes talk about how you look better than me. I want to tell you something. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you do or you don't. I don't care. What's the relevancy of that? Like, what is it? I don't understand. Who's going to be the girls? That's all I want to know. Who is going to be the girls? You look better than me? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's true. You got it, bro. You're more attractive than me. But here's the thing also that I find to be funny. you're like 19 years old, or like you're like 23, 24 years old, max, right? I would hope you look better than a 43-year-old has been. I'm washed. I'm the wash king. Remember, I'm washed. I'm washed up. I'm married. I'm miserably married, right? I'm unhappy. Why are you comparing? You got me beat, brother, right? You got me beat. You won. Yeah, you won. You got me beat, Pam. It's all good, man. But all I know is my wife kneecap don't look like a goddamn beluga whales. And she don't have no trashy tattoos. She needs to hit up the laser removal place. You told that lady she need to comb. Your girl need to go to a laser removal place, a tattoo removal place to get them goddamn tattoos removed. Them motherfuckers look, them motherfuckers look trash. Them motherfuckers look crazy. They look ass, bro. Y'all crazy as fuck. So here goes this dweeb, fucking Jimmy Neutron. He he's back with another girl who I don't know. Like the thing is it's not really hard to get girls to be in your video if you're not gonna show their face. There are girls out there you can find to do this, women and girls that can do this shtick. They'll help you do this shit. They don't care. It's all fun and games. I will tell you something. No shame, no tea. I didn't want to mention the money shit, but this bathroom them doors, them wooden doors. I mean, you a kid. I don't expect you to have more money than me, but like you mentioned that you got more money than me. I don't think that that's true, and I doubt that that's true. Just so you know, I'm just looking at your doors alone. Tell me everything I need to know, right? But anyways, somebody said that he's abusive to women, which I wholeheartedly believe. If he does ever get a woman, because I don't think he actually gets women, but if he's an incel, clearly. But if let's say he does get women, okay, cool. That he doesn't pay, that he doesn't use for skits and videos, about like actually gets with women and date them. I can wholeheartedly believe that you're an abuser, but I also can believe that most of these girls can beat you up, right? Like you look like you like women, like a woman would definitely handle you, definitely. But here's his reaction to women or people. I don't know who said. I'm pretty sure women said that he's an abuser.
So they be saying I be abusing you on TikTok and all these comments stuff like that. So am I abusing you? She's the one who be biting on me actually. So I'm the one who I'm the one who actually gets abused in this relationship. So I don't know what you see. She's laughing because she knows it's true.
Oh my god, bro! I don't know what to tell you, fam. Are those plants up there? This nigga in his mama bathroom talking crazy to me, bro. If you don't get out your mama house, that's a plant. Don't no man have no plant like flowers over there. Oh wait, hold on, wait, maybe that's is that a filter? That's even what you got a filter on? Wait, is that a plant up here at the top up here? Is that a plant? It looks like a plant, or is it a filter? I can't really tell. I can't really tell if that's a filter. But if that's not a filter, bro, you in your mama's bathroom. You in your mama's fucking bathroom, man. That's pity. But so that's this dweeb's comeback. That's how he's coming at people. I guess he thinks he's funny. In his Dungeons and Dragons circle, he must be the funniest guy on the planet. He definitely looks like he belongs to House Slytherin. He looks like he belongs to House Slytherin. Like if I had to put my finger on it, he banging Slytherin for sure. He banging Slytherin for sure. And he's just an unstable, unhealed little boy. But he wanted my attention, so I gave him some attention on this Saturday. I hope he can appreciate that. And I might even host a live about this dweeb. But yeah, his mother should be ashamed of him. I'm not gonna even lie. I feel sorry for your mother, man.